This is Smokin' Dave, and you're listening to a man who owns a jean jacket with a giant patch of the band Poison on the back, and he is not ashamed to wear it in public. It's the Kevin Friedman Show.
Hey now, it's Tuesday, May 8th, and another SportsGossip.com podcast is on the air. I'm your host, Kevin Friedman, along with my announcer, Smokin' Dave, and together we will bring you 10 of the hottest stories off the SportsGossip.com website. Dave, start us off with story number 1.
Jim Irsay dropped $2.4 million on Alcohol Anonymous founding documents.
Yes, the owner of the Colts, who's one of the worst owners in all of sports, spent $2.4 million for a couple pieces of paper. Now, don't get me wrong. In no way am I putting down Alcoholics Anonymous. It's obviously a great organization and has helped a ton of people. But to spend $2.4 million for the founding documents is a huge waste of money. I don't care how rich you are. In the past, Irsay has purchased the original manuscript for On the Road for $2.43 million, and he owns guitars from The Who, The Beatles, Bob Dylan, Jerry Garcia, and Prince, which I'm sure he paid millions of dollars for. All you Colts fans, think about this when you're paying for your $10 beers at Colts games this year, and wasting your money and spending over $100 for your dumb Colts jerseys. I guess it wouldn't bother me so much if Irsay wasn't such an undeserving guy. He inherited his money and this team from his dad, Robert Irsay, who grew up in Chicago and was a self-made man. Served in the Marines, started his own business, sold it, and then bought the Colts. His son has done absolutely nothing in his life except screw up this organization. He got a DUI in 2014. His mistress overdosed and died in his home, which he purchased with team money. He was gifted Peyton Manning, then gifted Andrew Luck, and the Colts have no offensive talent and one of the worst offensive lines protecting him. You give Andrew Luck an average team and he's going to get you to the playoffs, and Irsay can't even do that. So all you Colts fans, keep buying those Colts tickets and all those beers and all the food and wasting your money on the Colts so Jim Irsay can go buy his guitars and all the stupid things that he likes to buy. Just think about that the next time you're going to purchase something that's Colts related. Dave, what's next?
Ben Roethlisberger isn't happy the Steelers drafted a quarterback.
The Steelers spent a third-round pick on Oklahoma State quarterback Mason Rudolph in the draft, and Ben Roethlisberger went on 93.7 The Fan in Pittsburgh and did not seem too happy about it. He said he was surprised, and, quote, "If he asked me a question, I might just have to point to the playbook." Roethlisberger's been talking about retirement for the past 2 years, so you can't blame the Steelers for drafting a quarterback. He's 36 years old and he's still playing well, but a smart team prepares for the future, and that's exactly what they're doing. For Big Ben to be upset about this is ridiculous, especially when he threatens to retire every year. All right, before we get to our next story, I see we have a caller on the line.
Well, hey there, Kevin. This is Antonio Finkelstein.
Antonio Finkelstein, what do you got for us?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan. In fact, Mike Tomlin is a frequent customer of Antonio Finkelstein's prostitution app.
You sure Mike Tomlin wants that information out to the public?
Oh, well, now that I think about it, forget I said that. In fact, forget I made this phone call. Talk to you later.
All right, that was not Antonio Finkelstein, and Mike Tomlin is not one of his frequent customers to his prostitution app. Dave, what's next?
High school superintendent caught taking daily poops on rival school's football field.
Now this is a story. Kenilworth School Superintendent Thomas Tramaglini was arrested at about 5:50 in the morning while he was running track at Holmdel High School, where he lives about 3 miles away. Supposedly, he was running there every morning and taking a big dump before his run, and doing it on a daily basis. And how long did he think he was going to get away with this? And my number one question, what does he do for toilet paper? I mean, does he bring his own? He must if he knows he's going to do this. And this is one sick bastard. And what's crazy, he was put on paid leave, and he makes $150,000 a year.
paid leave. If I can get that, I'll take a dump on the console right now. And since when is it not okay to take a dump in public? I've been doing that all my life.
Breaking news, Dave. It's not okay. What's next?
Trump to appoint Bill Belichick to White House.
The president announced that he is going to appoint Bill Belichick to his council on sports, fitness, and nutrition, along with Dr. Oz, Mariano Rivera, and Herschel Walker. Now say what you want about Trump, but selecting Herschel Walker for this position was the perfect selection. The guy's in his 50s and he looks like he's 20. He does about 1,000 push-ups and sit-ups a day, and he only eats soups and salad. That's it. If I'm taking anybody's advice on nutrition, it's Herschel Walker's. As far as Belichick and nutrition, I don't know. I wouldn't say he's in the greatest shape. But I guess if sports is in the title, it makes sense to put Belichick on it.
I don't know why I wasn't appointed to that council.
Well, maybe it's because you smoke about 200 cigarettes a day and 50 joints.
Yes, that could be it.
What's next?
This is a sportsgossip.com exclusive. A 49ers fan got a Jimmy Garoppolo tattoo you have to see.
Well, a couple of shows ago, I did a story about a Broncos fan who got an Eagles Super Bowl tattoo simply because he doesn't like Tom Brady. He won Asshole of the Week. I said he was a strong candidate for Asshole of the Year, but I think I already found someone who beat him out. You can go to sportsgossip.com to check this out for yourself. This schmuck got a tattoo on his left arm of Jimmy Garoppolo's face with a huge Jimmy G above it. Now, I don't care if you're the biggest 49ers fan in the world. I don't care if you're Jimmy Garoppolo's dad. You don't get a tattoo of another man on your body, especially someone you don't even know who could care less about you. Of course, this guy left his face out of the picture because who would want to show their face with this tattoo? Dave, I know you told us last time you have a tattoo of Bill Cosby's face on your left butt cheek. You got any other tattoos you regret?
Well, about 10 years ago, I was drunk, and I got a tattoo of Jared from Subway's face on my right butt cheek. And yes, I regret that one too.
All right, thanks for sharing. That's 5 stories down, 5 to go. We got to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Miloshk, this is Ivan Babushka, and I am excited to tell you that Ivan Babushka's Dining Emporium is going to debut brand new theme song on Kevin Friedman's show this Friday. I have spared no expense to get Best Songwriter in Business. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce Mr. Gangnam Style Psy. So tune in Friday for brand new theme song of Ivan Babushka's Dining Emporium, where we have the best Vatrushka in town.
And we're back. Dave, give us that next story.
Aaron Rodgers used a stylist for the 3rd year in a row at the Kentucky Derby.
You can go to sportsgossip.com to check out pictures of Rodgers at the Kentucky Derby. For some reason, he hired a stylist to dress him. To me, that sounds like something an actress going to an award show would do, not an NFL quarterback, but to each his own. Why any man would need a stylist is beyond me. I mean, he's wearing a suit. You go to a store and you buy a suit. How hard is it? We got a caller on the line that wants to talk about this. Oh, it's Ivan Babushka. Ivan, I'm excited for your new theme song debuting this Friday.
Milosh, Kevin, thank you very much, but this is not why I call in. I call in to talk about Aaron Rodgers. He is not manly man like you and me, Kevin. We would never get stylist. Aaron Rodgers is girly man, like Smoking Dave.
Alright, I don't want you and Dave fighting again. Ivan, thanks for the call. We'll talk to you Friday. Dave, what's next?
O.J. Simpson giving out marriage advice.
What's next? Wesley Snipes going to give out tax advice. Russell Westbrook's going to give out fashion advice. Some idiot posted a picture with OJ on his Instagram page saying he asked OJ for marriage advice. Now this schmuck's in his 30s and he's wearing a Star Wars t-shirt. Need I say more? Exactly. And Fred Goldman, you are disappointing me week after week. I give you great advice, a perfect way to set up OJ and get him back in jail, and you ignore me week after week. So I'm done talking about this. I'm fed up with this guy. Dave, what's next?
Michael Jordan prom and graduation shoe is dropping.
These are Air Jordan 11s. They're black patent leather with some suede on the top. I guess you can wear them to the prom or graduation. Hey, if you can wear them instead of dress shoes, I'm in. I looked it up. They're selling online from anywhere from $213 to $475. If you're going to pay that much, you better wear them more than just a prom or to graduation. You better wear them every day. Anyways, you can check out pictures of them on sportsgossip.com. I'm going to pass on these ones. What about you, Dave?
I only wear penny loafers.
All right, count both of us out then. What's next?
Bill Cowher selling country club mansion in Charlotte.
If you've got $2.4 million and you're looking for a mansion in Charlotte, ex-Steelers coach Bill Cowher has a deal for you. You can go on sportsgossip.com to check out pictures of the house. It says it's located right next to the 18th fairway of a country club, and they state it like it's a benefit. Who wants to live next to a golf course? Probably got to wear a helmet in your backyard. Oh, we got a caller on the line? Let's go to him. Oh, Antonio Finkelstein again? Antonio, what is it?
Hey, Kevin. As you know, I'm a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan. In fact, Bill Cowher is a frequent customer of Antonio Finkelstein's prostitution app.
Again, Antonio, are you sure Bill Cowher wants that information out in the public?
Oh, well, now that I think about it, forget I said that. In fact, forget I made this phone call. Talk to you later.
Let's just hope we don't do a story on Chuck Noll, because you know Antonio's probably going to call in after that one, claiming he's a customer. Dave, give us that final story.
Jose Altuve caught liking NSFW video on Instagram.
I had to look up what NSFW stood for. I guess it's not suitable for work, which I'm assuming means pornographic. And Altuve's on the road in his hotel room and he's married. Of course he's going to watch porn. I don't even know why this is a story. Altuve is my favorite non-Cubs player in the league simply because we're the same height and he is dominant. So I don't care what he was watching. He gets a pass in my book. And that'll wrap things up for another SportsGossip.com podcast. I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank my announcers, Smokin' Dave. Thanks to Antonio Finkelstein and Ivan Babushka. And as always, for these stories and much, much more, you can go to SportsGossip.com. Our next podcast is Friday. And until then, we'll see you next time.